Hey guys, welcome back to Cracked Housing Fab. Kurt's got some stuff over here for us.
Heck yeah, we got some sprockets so we can get working on the CROSSKART.
All right guys, so we have the sprockets. It took us a little while to get them. We had to order out and kind of figure out what we needed. And Kurt was able to find the stuff online for us.
Heck yeah, these are pretty heavy duty. So what was cool is this has 530 chain, and it's hard to find different varieties of sprocket for that, besides 1 or 2 teeth up or down for each size, but 50 chain seems to be the same. So we got these industrial sprockets, and they fit the chain fine, so I think these will work.
Yeah, those things are like super heavy duty. And that one you have is the idler that we're using too. Yeah, over there. Yeah. That one has the...
so it's got a bearing in there.
Yep, so we can use that for an idler.
Yeah, and similar to Not So Simplicity, we're going to use turnbuckles to make a tensioner. So it won't be spring loaded, it'll be, we actually just tighten it to what we want.
Yeah, because we want this thing to be like heavy duty so we can like rip on it.
Oh yeah.
And like dump the clutch and do, you know.
Yeah, this is going to be exactly what we need. So yeah, we're just going to build a little shaft here so you guys kind of see what we're doing. And then the chain will go from here to here, and we'll have one from here down to here.
Yep, down to there.
So, see how it works out.
All right, Kurt's getting some things set up so we can cut some things up and get things ready to go here. But one thing that needs to be said, you guys have been giving us a hard time about putting out more videos and making more content and that sort of thing. And believe me, we definitely want to do that. We've had a ton of fun with you guys and talking and answering your comments and stuff like that. So do us a big favor. Subscribe, hit that like button, leave us a comment. That helps us out big time, and it really helps push our videos up in the feed and kind of helps with the YouTube algorithm. So if you could do that for us, guys, that would be awesome. Kurt and I would really appreciate that.
We're going to use these cool plates. They have slotted holes in it so we can actually adjust our chain. So we're going to have a bearing here. We're going to cut this off, and we're going to base everything off this angle iron. So these will be mounted to here, and then we'll have one out here. So it's kind of tough to explain, but we have an idea, and we hope it works. But it'll be pretty cool because it'll be fully adjustable for tension, and then this one will have a tensioner too. So I hope it works.
Yeah, I mean, because we will be dealing with this chain,
yeah,
and the tension of that chain, as well as the chain that's going to go down to the large sprocket. So we're hoping between that adjustment and that tensioner that we're going to build, we can keep the chain good and tight.
Yeah, because this chain will be based off of sliding this.
Yep.
So when this is tight, then we'll crank down that idler thing, which will also be a threaded adjustment. So technically, it should be pretty good. And I don't see this chain getting loose because it's so short.
Yeah.
But it would be nicer to get the chain on and off if we have a tensioner. We ran into that on Not So Simplicity. The short chain, we had to loosen the motor every time we put the chain on and off. But this should work pretty good.
Yeah, we want it to be good and strong too. So
once we get going on this,
it'll make more sense.
Yeah. All right, it's coming along. We got these cool little slotted brackets put in. So we got both the bearings. We have a little shaft that goes across, and then you can just loosen these and lift the whole thing out. But basically, this is where our sprockets are going to be. We're gonna have one sprocket there from here, and then the other sprocket will be down here. That goes to that drive, and then we're gonna add a support from this differential right to here. So when you know the chain's tight, this will be solid from this point to that point, and then in here we'll have a tensioner. But you can kind of see how it's coming together. I think it's gonna look cool. What do you think, Shane?
Heck yeah, this thing's gonna be super sturdy. And that's one thing that we were concerned with. We want to make sure this was gonna be solid, so we could ride it as hard as we want to and not have to worry about, you know, something silly with the chain drive acting up. So
yeah, we're gonna add some more supports in here, braces, maybe some little wedges, add some more support going down to here. And this is just, it's gonna be really rigid. We'll probably even do another engine mount down, but a lot of stuff will come off of this.
Yeah, I mean, it may be slightly overbuilt, but it'd rather be overbuilt than go out to have fun and then have it break on us. So
yeah, definitely, because all the torque of the whole motor is going through this setup.
Exactly.
But
and
if we
should be well, and then we can, if we want to, we can rev it up, dump the clutch, not have to worry about it. You know,
I'm hoping.
So,
and then with these being slotted, we'll make some kind of little adjustment bolt, like welded nut and bolt, so we can, you know, when we tighten it, we can adjust it so it doesn't slide in.
Yeah, lock it down.
Yeah. So I think this is going to work out good. Just enough travel, and this is basically to get this chain tight. Once that chain's tight, this one will have a turnbuckle adjustment with a tensioner.
Yep.
So
be good and solid.
It should be a cool setup.
Okay, so Kurt was able to get this 1-inch solid stainless shaft to use for our sprockets and everything, and then we have a bearing that was a 1-inch bearing as well, and that was the exact same size, so obviously they wouldn't fit together. So I grabbed the Dremel, put a sanding wheel on there, and started just ovaling, or well, not ovaling, but eating away at that metal inside to make it slide over the shaft nice and snug, kind of. There we go. But we don't have a lathe or anything like that to modify this, so we just have to go with what we have. So a Dremel's gonna have to work. Okay, so we've got the bearings. We opened up the inside diameter of that, so now we're able to slide the shaft on there. Maybe
we should have left the bearing off.
I feel like somebody just said that.
Oh,
here, let's loosen that up. But yeah, it seemed like.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty cool.
Go and get this off of here. We don't have it perfectly aligned. That's why we're having a little bit of a struggle. But the bearings do slide on the shaft really nice. So there we go.
But they might not just be centered. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. So now they are self-centering bearings, so they have a little bit of a pivoting action inside the housing. So.
Dude, this looks really good.
Yeah, this should be.
And we still have a lot of braces to weld in.
Oh shoot!
But
you know what we forgot?
the lock collars.
The locking collars. Okay, now we have the locking collars on there, so we can.
In case you guys are wondering, there's no keyway on this shaft because we did go with that heavier stainless shaft for strength. We're gonna weld the sprockets to this shaft. So if we ever want to change sprocket size, I have plenty of the shaft and I can get a lot of it if I need it. But and these these sprockets were pretty inexpensive. So if we do want to do any gear changing, we'll just make up a couple different gear ratios on shafts and we just change the whole shaft.
Yeah.
So I think that'll work good.
We wanted to make sure that it was more, you know, the strength was greater than the interchangeability, and we can have more than, like you said, more than one. So we're concerned with this sprocket lining up with the drive sprocket down here.
See, these weren't drilled centered from the factory. I don't know if these are going to slide on even.
Well, they should.
Oh, they're made to be.
Yeah, it's like a cam lock action on there.
I know. I was just messing with you.
Uh-huh. How's it look? Oof. Awfully close, huh?
I think it's fine.
Oh, actually, yeah, might actually have to come back this way just a touch.
I think we're going to have to buy more chain.
Yeah, I think we might come up a little bit short.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we're just gonna not have enough. So this is the chain off of the motorcycle.
Oh yeah, this should be super heavy duty.
Yep, and we're gonna put the tensioner
Be on
somewhere
that
in
side.
here.
Dude, that clears all this nicely.
Oh yeah, we'll miss this plenty. Yeah, if you want to come around this side, Kelly.
Yeah.
So obviously this chain will run down to the big sprocket, and then right here will come from here to here with the jack shaft.
Yep, it needs to be welded to that.
And then we'll have to come up with some sort of chain guard or something to go over this, just for safety, because I don't think you want to be near this thing if it falls apart.
Look how heavy that chain is.
Oh yeah.
That's a beefy chain. All right, guys, we got the shaft put in, the counter shaft. Got our chain set in place. Didn't get to the tensioner yet. That'll be a separate video because that's going to be somewhat elaborate, I think. But I'm super happy with how it turned out. It's rigid, and then when we tie some other supports in here later, it's going to be solid.
Yeah.
So I think it'll, when we're out there on the trails, ripping through the gears, this is not a weak spot we want.
Yep, we don't have to worry about that. The Subaru differential on both ends will be more than strong.
Yeah.
No worries about that.
And if you're just seeing this video, this is going to be 4-wheel drive. So I don't know if you guys saw that if you're first time watching, but 4-wheel drive, it's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, and then we can take the drive shaft out, make a 2-wheel drive, whip donuts, power slides,
Dude, I'm excited.
all that stuff. But anyways, thanks a lot for watching, guys. We're really stoked on how this thing's turning out. So definitely get down in the comments. Let us know what you think about this. Leave us a like. Subscribe to our channel. Turn on notifications. That way you don't miss any of the videos that we're putting out. And yeah, thanks a lot for watching, guys. And we'll see you in the next one.